This is one of the deadliest plants in the world. Eat just a handful of its berries and you'd be in real trouble. A favorite tool of kings, queens, and witches, this toxic plant lives up to its name. This is Deadly Nightshade.
Hey, I'm Tasha the Amazon, and you're watching Floralogic. Atropa belladonna is a cute Eurasian cherry-producing plant with a terrible reputation.
Just to give you an idea, in addition to its common name, the deadly nightshade, it's also been called the death cherry, the devil's berry, and the beautiful death.
And to be fair, it's fully deserved. This plant is insanely toxic.
It contains tropane alkaloids to defend itself from insects that try to eat it. But in vertebrates, those alkaloids affect the smooth muscles of the body, including the urinary and GI tracts and sweat glands.
In some cases, it can cause extreme dry mouth, hallucinations, delirium, and even death. And of course, people have weaponized it.
In the year 1030, Macbeth and Duncan I of Scotland used deadly nightshade tea to poison the invading English troops of Harold Harefoot, killing many of them and forcing the rest to retreat. Emperor Augustus of Rome is rumored to have been poisoned by his wife Livia using this plant. She wanted to make sure her kid inherited the throne. Spicy.
This plant is native to Eurasia, but it's spread to Africa and North America, so there's a good chance there's a few near you. Here's how to identify it so you can steer clear of it.
They're a little over a meter tall, with small bell-shaped flowers and long leaves, which can be about 15 centimeters long. The berries are small and circular, and both the berries and the flowers start off green, but as they mature and become more toxic, they turn purple.
I'm serious. Stay away from this plant. Just 2 berries are enough to kill a child.
The roots are the most toxic part of the deadly nightshade, but a single leaf has enough poisonous alkaloids to kill an adult. The berries are slightly sweet, but if you eat more than a handful, you're in trouble.
Some animals, like rabbits, sheep, and cows, seem to be resistant to its effects. Bees readily consume its nectar and sometimes end up making slightly toxic honey.
Dogs, unfortunately, are not that lucky, so make sure to keep your pooch away from these killer plants.
But of course, industrious people have learned to use it in small doses for reasons other than regicide. In the Mediterranean, for example, it's been used as a cosmetic.
The scientific name, belladonna, means beautiful woman. Up until the Middle Ages, some women would make a sort of diluted tea and use it as eye drops. The alkaloids would affect the normal functioning of the smooth muscles of the eye and would cause pupils to dilate, giving them a unique look. Cleopatra apparently used it regularly, though the product was known to cause long-term damage to vision.
People were really into dilated pupils in those days. Deadly nightshade and some of its toxic relatives have been proposed as medicine for a number of health issues, although there's very little evidence that they work at all.
Chronic pain, irritable bowel syndrome, asthma, and hemorrhoids are just some of the ailments it's been used to treat. Unfortunately, as far as we know, most of the positive effects have most likely been cases of the placebo effect.
But with the right dosage, it's been shown to improve mood, libido, and cause hallucinations. So, in other words, it's been used recreationally.
In the Middle Ages, the church used to carry out witch hunts, which often targeted drug addicts. Deadly nightshade was a relatively common ingredient of witches' brew and caused its users to behave strangely, to hallucinate, and give them the feeling of being able to fly.
Of course, there were other compounds in their brews.
Medieval surgeons used it too, as an anesthetic, but it often caused patients to behave erratically and have vivid dreams. As religious persecution ramped up, its use was discontinued, as surgeons were afraid of being labeled as sorcerers.
So that's the story of a plant that started out by making compounds to fight off bugs and ended up as a favorite of kings, queens, and witches. You might be curious to see this one out in the wild, but just make sure you don't touch it.
so tasty.
What did a feeling of this?
A healthy mountain treat.
6 hours later, we're both like,
Probably just like from both ends. I mean, I hope they're blackberries. We're gonna find out. Because I just ate like 2 handfuls.
So what should I talk about next? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for new episodes of Floralogic every other week. I'm Tasha the Amazon.